Guys, welcome to the Awakened Energy. This Shakti Pat transmission. Yeah, it's got many names. Kundalini activation. You know, I say it every video. Before we start, I've got private sessions that I offer online. Check out theawakenedenergy.com. I'll also be starting group sessions so we can have live transmissions together online very soon. So check out the description, details for those. Coming soon. And I'm still working on courses for you guys to learn to do what I do. So just take a deep breath, relax. Connect to the energy. Today, I'm going to talk about a very popular subject, the law of attraction and manifestation. But we're going to talk about it from a slightly different angle. First of all, we need to realize that some people say, oh, it works for me, and other people say it doesn't work for them. Most people say it doesn't work for them for one reason or another. So let's look at this mathematically. Statistically, it's going to work out for a certain number of people and it's not for others, right? So statistically, we could call the law of attraction rubbish, couldn't we? And it's just pure statistics that some people get what they want and others don't. Simple as that. However, if we look at ancient texts, modern texts, if we look at spiritual law of attraction stuff, if we look at creating spells to get what we want, praying for what we want, creating vision boards for what we want, all the techniques out there, they all sort of basically say, put your total concentration on what you want. Do a transmutation of energy of where you are now to how you'll feel when you have it, and know you have it, and just know you have it. That's basically what they say, right? But how do you know you have it? How can you, if you desire something, how can you make sure it happens? How can you know? Well, this is where we're going to go into a bit of quantum ideology, parallel universes, etc., etc. For everything we do, based on our decisions, based on our choices, there are a million different outcomes. I could suddenly choose to stop recording now, get up and leave this video, but I don't. I choose to do this video. Therefore, this video will be made, right? Okay, so there are millions and millions of things that you have to do to reach an outcome. But we're trying to manifest something. They say concentrate on it for a short while. Okay, right. Well, how about, let's see if this makes sense to you. We have to make sure we have to use the second universal law, the communication law, to make sure there's only one outcome. Out of all the possible infinite outcomes, we have to make sure there's only one. So, if we connect to this energy, we can settle in with this energy and focus in its presence, in your own energy. And then you see what you want to manifest. You sit there with all the different infinite possibilities of whether it's going to work, not going to work, how to get there. And just sit there and contemplate how you feel now, how you're going to feel in the future, what it's going to look like, not how you're going to get there, not the exact outcome. So you want to buy a house, so it's not a specific house, it's just a house in certain conditions, etc., etc., etc. And you focus on the reason for doing it, not being selfish, etc., etc. But you just sit there, you focus, and you let all the quantum possibilities exist. You just keep focusing with this energy on one point. Bit by bit you will find that your vision, not actually sight vision, but your vision, your feeling vision, will start to shrink. This could take 5 minutes, it could take 2 hours, depending on how well you focus, depending on the desired outcome. Obviously, start small, make sure it works, you know the deal. But you sit there and you focus, and you focus, and you focus, until all roads lead to Rome. So no matter what path you take, what decisions you make, there is only one outcome of achieving your desired manifestation. Remember, it's not a goal. We do not want to be goal-orientated. It's just something that's going to happen along your journey. Why do we do this? So desire doesn't get in the way and destroy it. Again, going through all the different systems, desire is a killer. Because we talk about it, we think about it, we think about it, we think about it, and it kills the idea. So it's just something that's going to happen along the journey. And every road, no matter what choice you take, will lead to it. It'll be something you pass along your journey. You keep doing it. This is important. They say, oh, well, it's done now. No. I think it's done now. Yeah, well, it feels about right. No. Keep going until you know it's going to happen. There is no doubt. Doesn't matter on the choices. They all focus through a crossroad, and at that crossroad, you meet what you wish to desire along the way. You wish to desire. Sorry, we don't desire what we wish to manifest. It's just there. It's a crossroad we have to go through, no matter what. And this is how we know it's going to happen. Because we know it's going to happen. Not a doubt it's going to happen. Then we don't have to focus on it. So if you feel you've finished and you've done it, your mind keeps playing on it and thinking about it, you have not achieved your goal. You need to go back and do it again. I said goal. Ugh. Words are powerful, aren't they? You will reach those crossroads with the manifestation there to be picked up along the way. You do it. You repeat this until you get to the point that you know all roads lead to that crossroad, or roundabout if you wish. where the manifestation lies. So when you truly know something's going to happen, you don't really need to think about it, do you? Yeah, granted, you could say, well, yes, but then I can look forward to it. Well, okay, but let's say you reserve a holiday, you're going off, blah, blah. You reserve it. Yeah, you can look forward to it if you wish, or you can just know it's going to happen. You've reserved it, you're going, nothing else to it. I get busy doing the stuff I need to do, and it comes when it comes. Well, it's the same idea. With your energy focused, and you might find when you're doing this, you get a little tingle up your spine when it's fully focused and fully completed. Of your Kundalini reacting and telling you. So just a little tingle rising up your spine into your head. At the top of your head. It's like, I will arrive at those crossroads, no question asked. So it goes from a simple statistical probability that it may or may not happen, certain amount of chances, to it's just going to happen. So that makes sense. Something that, although all these styles sort of talk about it, they never actually hit that nail on the head, do they? They just miss that part. And if you wish, you can even draw a symbol, or other people call it a sigil, just to concrete that feeling and know that is a crossroads you're going to go through. And keep it safe in a drawer somewhere with the energy imprinted as you draw and after you draw, just for a second or a minute. And you save it in a drawer. Give it a go, see if it works. If it does, come back to this video and write a comment about it. Tell us what happened. If you know of people who wish to manifest things or need a little bit of extra help in life, perhaps share this video with them. Give them some more help in being able to arrive at a crossroads that they wish to arrive at for them. If you contemplate this for a little while, you'll just know it makes sense. Hopefully you're doing it now already. If not, go back, listen to the instructions again and do it. What's connected to the energy. This energy will help you focus and manifest. It's amazing what you can do with this energy. Namaste.